It was good, man. So I just want to come on here and explain, what I'm saying, the video I put up super late last night, like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Um, for lack of better terms, everybody know I've been going through it. And so, like, one of my homegirls, I thought my homegirl, whatever, you know what I'm saying, she hit me up a couple days ago, and she was just like, she hit me up as I was like falling asleep. She's like, "Where you at?" I said, "I'm on this trail on this park bench." You know what I'm saying? I was falling asleep. So I come pick you up. You come over. I like, cool. So, long story short, first 2 days was cool. We hardly even really interacted. We really ain't even like, you know what I'm saying? Probably said 5 words to each other, you know what I'm saying, all day for like the first 2 days. She stayed in the back in her room, and I stayed in the living room, you know what I'm saying, on the sofa. And I don't know, last night she got all dressed up out of nowhere. She like, "I'm leaving." I said, "All right, that's a bet." And so she left for a couple hours or whatever, and I fell asleep. When she came back, I was still sleeping. And so she came back. She a little drunk or whatever. But y'all know me, you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't pop pills, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do shrooms, I don't do none of that shit, you know? I don't do none of that shit. I really just came into a contract, trying to get a contract, where, shit, we even talked about it. She was going to take me to go get a drug test, like go take my drug test this morning or whatever. I asked her about it yesterday, earlier in the day. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know it don't look like I ain't doing shit or whatever, but, like, nigga coming into something. It's like, shit. So I'm gonna take the rest of the day, fill out all this paperwork, but I gotta take a drug test. You take me to take my drug test tomorrow morning? She's like, "Yeah, I'll take you." It's cool. So, whatever, man. Like, she came back. She was a little drunk or whatever. Started playing music real loud, which I ain't tripped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't fully wake me up. It just woke me up out of one of my stages of sleep. So, like, it awakened, you know what I'm saying, me on some level, but I was able to, like, you know what I'm saying, fade back off into the sleep. She kept coming in the living room, trying to wake me up. I wasn't really trying to get up, but, long story short, I finally got up. And, like, excuse me, y'all. And, like, when I got up, she want to start talking. She like, "All right, well, like, were you productive today?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "What'd you do?" I said, "I already told you before, you know what I'm saying, like, filling out all this paperwork that I got for this new contract I'm trying to catch." "Oh, okay." She's like, she started being like, you know what I'm saying, a little snooty or whatever. She like, cause even when she was trying to wake me up, she was like, "This motherfucker in here sleeping like he done worked all day. This motherfucker in here sleeping like da 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 da. Like, he really tired, da 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 da." I'm like, "Man, nigga, it's midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Fuck you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, these are normal sleep hours, bro. We is not teenagers. You know what I'm saying? We not teenagers, nigga. I'm not no club promoter. I don't work at no clubs. I don't, know what I'm saying? I don't live no nightlife, nigga. You know what I mean? So she started up with that shit again. I don't see how you so tired and how you want to go to sleep and you ain't been productive all day. I'm just sitting there like, this shit blowing my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't really say too much. And so she like, how much money you make today? I said, I ain't make no motherfucking money today. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, oh, so you didn't have no productive day then? I said, well, I guess I didn't. I ain't had no productive day then. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I didn't. And she was just like, so what you gonna do tomorrow? You gonna do the same shit? I'm like, well, man, I'm going to take a drug test tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's about all I got planned. Oh, so you don't plan on having a productive day tomorrow neither? I said, well, all right, cool. I can go knock on some doors, see if I can, mow some yards or wash some cars, clean some windows, some shit like that. Like half-ass joking, being sarcastic. So she like, oh, now this motherfucker a gardener. Now you a gardener, nigga. You broke ass bitch. You ain't never had a gardener in your life, nigga. What you know about gardening? I'm like, I ain't say I was a gardener, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say I was going to do gardening. I said I go cut yards, you know what I mean? It's a difference between gardening, you know what I'm saying, landscaping. Like, it's a difference. It's a difference. So she keep mouthing off and shit. And at this point, I just started, like, at this point, I'm like, man, because I done gone through this episode with her before. So this time around, I'm like, man, you not about to get me to that point where we about to be going back and forth yelling at each other type shit. And so she said some smart shit, and I just laughed. I just laughed at her. I just kind of laughed at that shit. She's like, what the fuck is so funny? What the fuck is so funny? And she fucking grabbed my headphones and threw them bitches against the wall. And so at that point, I'm like, bro, you being childish. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here want to destroy other people's shit. You sitting here want to destroy other people's shit. That ain't your property. And I ain't gave you no reason to, bro. You being childish. She was like, I'm only saying what you said. I said, I ain't say that shit. She like, motherfucker, I got a camera right here in the living room with audio on it. I can play it back. I said, you need to play it back, but I don't need to hear that shit. I know what the fuck I said out my mouth, my nigga, and y'all ain't about to let you put words in it. And so she snapped. She like, well, fuck it. Fuck you, bro. Fuck it. I'll take you back to your mama house. I said, shit, let's do it. So I got up, started getting all my shit together, like y'all seen in the video. All my little suitcases and shit, my bags and suitcases. And so I guess she saw that I ain't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't about to just back down from that shit. Like, nigga, I'm take my energy serious. I take my peace serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if you want some dick, just say that. You ain't got to be acting like all this. I'ma still tell you, no, I ain't throwing you no dick. But at the end of the day, like, nigga, you ain't got to be like this, whatever. So she like, she see me really packing my shit. She like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, nigga, I'm about to leave. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'd rather be at my people's house and, you know what I'm saying, go through this shit or whatever. And she get mad. She like, I get you an Uber. I like, man, I don't, whatever, clever, bro. And like, so I guess she pull up the little Uber. She like, all right, that's $10. She like, that's $10. You got $10? I said, bitch, you know I ain't got $10. But you know what? I ain't even worried about it, nigga. I'll bust it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, nigga, I done fell in love with the sound of my feet walking away from shit that I know ain't meant for me. So I'll bust it. I ain't tripping. And like, not for nothing, usually a nigga feet don't stink. Usually a nigga feet don't stink, but here lately, nigga, I've been wearing the same pair of shoes for the last couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, because I am respectful, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, when I take my shoes off, I put them in her garage. I put them in her garage, like right by the garage door. You know what I'm saying? By the little mat in the garage door. You know what I'm saying? Come inside, wash my feet, change my socks. So, as I got my shit together, I went in the garage, grabbed my shoes, threw them hoes on. I'm about to leave. And then she start with the whole, where my cat shit, like y'all heard in the video last night. I'm like, nigga, I don't know where the fuck your cat at, where your dog at. She like, oh, you trying to let my animals out? You trying to let my... Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, nigga, no. Move. Get out the way of the front door. I'm trying to leave. She like, you not leaving until you find my cat and my dog. Bitch, it's not my cat and my dog. You need to go find your cat and your dog. They're somewhere in this motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying? And so she like, you not leaving. She blocking the door. You know what I'm saying? Or like not even the door, she blocking the doorway. So I kind of like bump into her because I got all my bags and shit. I got a big ass duffel bag, you know what I'm saying? A little army camper bag, nigga, a roll around luggage and a backpack. So I'm trying to set all this shit by the front door, getting it all together. I bump into her, like try to bump into her kind of shit, like move, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And when I did that shit, she like ran to the door and put her in, like, you know what I'm saying, put her arms across both sides of the wall, like blocking off everything. I'm like, nigga, move, like get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You tell a nigga to leave, and nigga try to leave, now you don't want nigga leave. You worry about some pussy and some dog, nigga, that I ain't got no business with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she go crazy. I guess 'cause I call her a bitch or whatever. So she swell up real big, nigga. She pushed me hard as fuck. And then she swung. She kind of like, the first swing kind of like was like a muff. But that shit knocked my head back enough to where like my headphones went flying off my head. And then shit, as I come back up, nigga, pow, caught another one right in the motherfucking forehead, little T-zone area. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, I had to start talking to myself. I'm like, bro, don't do nothing stupid, bro. Don't kill this bitch. Don't put your hands on this bitch. Don't, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I go to pull out my phone, because I'm going to just start recording. So I go to pull out my phone, and she grabbed my phone out of my hand while she going bad on the nigga, and she just chunked that shit hard as fuck down the hallway. And I'm like, all right, bro, and that's why I really got mad. Like, all right, bro, like, I started talking to myself in third person. I'm like, Tim, do not fucking do nothing to this bitch, bro. This bitch crazy. And like, as I go down the hallway to get my phone, my case, pick up my case, my phone, cause like case busted in a couple of different pieces all over the place. The phone ended up in her hallway bathroom type shit. So as I'm going in the hallway, pick my shit up, all I heard was the kitchen drawer slide out, and I heard sling, sling, sling. I heard some metal going. I'm like, this bitch getting fucking knives. So, like, my phone, like, I went in the hallway, picked up all the pieces. I'm like, damn, I don't even see my phone. I just picked up my case, so I went back to the front door. I'm looking around like, where the fuck is my phone? And she pop up with these knives. So I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you think this shit is, but it ain't about to be that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? And she's still being very, like, you know, she being very, like, demonstrative, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's still being very livid, you know what I'm saying? A lot of activity, a lot of movement, you know what I'm saying? Now she got weapons in her hands, so I'm like, nigga, I need to find my phone so I can start recording this shit. And so, like, I went back in the hallway, started looking around, poked my head in the bathroom, see my phone on the floor. As soon as I pick up my phone, that's when y'all see the video that I start recording, and that's the video that y'all see. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, like, when I start recording, if you really look at it, like the first 2 or 3 seconds, you see she got 3 knives in her hand. She got 3 knives in her hand, even though she walking away from me at that point, because she realized I had my phone. She started walking away from me at that point. But if y'all notice, she was no longer blocking the front door. So it's like, now I have the freedom to leave. So that's what I started doing. Like, you know what I mean? And even in the video, y'all hear she like, you let my dog, because even before she like assaulted me physically, she was like, I'm gonna call the police. I was like, that's what you need to do. You need to call the police. You know what I'm saying? You need to call the police. Because, like, when I first met her, she was telling me about how her and her ex had shit going on and whatnot. And, like, she let me watch some of the footage and shit of them niggas fighting back and forth, arguing, all this shit. So, like, even when I met her, she was going through a little case about that, and she was trying to sue that nigga about that shit. So, like, before she assaulted me, even before the knives and shit came out, when she like, I'm gonna call the police, I'm like, you need to call them. Yes, call the police. Because at that point, I want the police involved, you feel me? I ain't put my hands on her. You know, I tried to stay in the frame of the cameras that she has with inside of her home, so that way, you know what I'm saying? Because only one or two things gonna happen. If the police get involved, they gonna see she got cameras, or I'm gonna tell them niggas she got cameras and be like, look at the cameras, and the cameras will tell the truth. Or by the time that they are able to look at the cameras, she would have deleted the shit because she know that I didn't move. I moved correctly throughout the whole situation, right? So long story short, like I said, after she pulled out the knives, grabbed my phone, and like when I went back out into the hallway towards the front door, she was like, something about my cat, my dog. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about your cat and your dog, my nigga. Like, I don't really give a fuck about nothing you saying to me right now, because you done already threatened my life. You done already assaulted me physically. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you went and grabbed some weapons. You know what I mean? So, and that's the video y'all saw of me literally walking out the front door. And I mean, not for nothing, bro. Like, the way I see it, bro, you don't never have no right to come at, like, do that shit to no, like, I don't give a fuck what you feeling, all this other shit, but you don't have a right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have a right to ever put your hands on people like that, and you definitely don't have a right to threaten them with a weapon, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have no right, like, and it's just like, for me, bro, I just try to keep the peace within myself and let that shit, you know what I'm saying, let that shit overflow and go throughout the universe through me. But in times like those, man, it's just like, what the fuck is a nigga supposed to do? Because in a lot of those situations, bro, you'd be surprised how many men end up in situations like that, and they'll move the way I move, bro, and they still end up getting in trouble behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though they ain't do nothing wrong. And so, cause even when I left out the front door, she opened her garage, and she started yelling at me as I'm walking down the street. She started yelling. She like, you stupid, you acting stupid, this is dumb. I'ma get you an Uber, I'll get you an Uber. You know? But it's like, bro, once it like certain colors, when they truly show, bro, you know that you can't play in that zone no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for me, bro, what I did, I was walking down the street, and I was like, man, if she that crazy, she crazy enough to possibly get in her car, follow me, maybe try to run me over with her car or something, which she didn't, luckily. But in my head, I can no longer rule that out. You know what I'm saying? Once somebody pull a weapon on you, whether it's a knife, a gun, a pair of nunchucks, a ninja star, nigga, a bamboo stick, nigga, a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a metal lamp post, nigga, anything like. Once somebody threaten you physically, you know what I'm saying, it's like, the way I move, I'm like, shit, you could threaten me physically with a toothpick. Nigga, I can no longer rule shit out. I can no longer be like, all right, they're sane enough to not take it here, or they're sane enough to not ever do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta take all that shit off the table. I gotta be like, all right, well, they liable to do anything. They liable to get in their car and use that hoe as a weapon. They liable to, you know what I'm saying? So, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was walking. I was like, man, I'm gonna call my mom. So I call my mom. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I done been, you know, this year alone, I ain't seen the police way more than I cared to. I said, but something going on. Can you come pick me up? I know it's like 1:30 in the morning, whatever. But can you come pick me up? And so she came pick me up. And as soon as I got in the car, she like, what's going on? I told her, I'm like, man, that girl crazy, bro. Like, motherfucker just threatened my goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker threatened my life. First she tried to kick me out, then she wouldn't let me leave, you know, and then she assaulted me, and then she pulled knives on me, you know, and like, my mama, y'all can call it tough love if you want to, but she pretty much was like, nigga, you to blame. Like, all right, whatever, man. I can't win for losing. I don't have nothing else to say. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk to you neither. I don't want to talk to you about this shit neither. Because it don't matter what I say, you're going to twist that hoe and be like, oh, you could have made a better choice. But at the end of the day, this girl was the only motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, opened up her house and allowed me to stay in her motherfucking house. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to go there. And my mom was like, well, you got a truck. Why don't you just sleep in your truck? And that's when I really just shut the hell up. Because I'm like, damn, bro. Like, you really just said that shit. You really just said that. I just told you I was in a situation that I possibly could have gotten some serious trouble about. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I was over there in the first place is because you, nor my father, nor nobody else, nor any friends, you know what I'm saying, would allow me to stay. She would allow me to stay. And your response is, I should have slept in my truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you wrong. I'm going to tell you I don't like the way that shit sound. And it sound like you against me, so I don't have nothing else to say to you. You know what I mean? And, man, like, I don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, even once I left, the chick was still texting me. Even when I was in the car with my mama, she was still texting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she blowing my phone, saying all kind of shit. She back and forth with her emotions. That shit highly unstable, like, you know? And, yeah, so when she was texting me saying that she was gonna still call the police, telling them like I stole her money and that, you know, I was trying to harm her and actually hurt her and shit, I was like, well, shit, I got a video. So, shit, I took the video, edited it, you know what I'm saying, screen recorded all the text messages she was sending me afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Threw them hoes together and put the video on YouTube 2 o'clock, 2:33 in the morning. You know, like, shit, if she gonna call the cops about it, then let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna cover my ass. I'm gonna definitely CYA. I'm gonna be like, no, Mr. Officer, no, Mrs. Officer. Like, this is the exact story. Like, she telling y'all now that it's about money and me hurting her and this and that. But in the video, she didn't mention none of that. In the video, it was something about a fucking cat and dog. So that shit don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no physical scars or bruises on her, because I know for 1,000% infinite of the fact that I ain't put my hands on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I threw the video up. And, like, at one point, you know what I'm saying? She said some shit, I gave her a thumbs up. And then, like, I guess either she did it or whatever the fuck. Motherfucker texted me from her number, like, stop talking to my daughter. But then the motherfucker kept texting me. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is really going on? You know what I mean? But that shit definitely carried over into this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking with my homeboy, telling him about it, because I sent that nigga the video. Because shit, even like the day before yesterday, I was talking on the phone with him while I was at her house, you know, and he heard a little bit of the conversation we was having, you know, so he knew I was over there. He, you know what I'm saying, he kind of could understand the, you know what I'm saying, because, I mean, not for nothing, but his involvement ain't really too much. But like, this morning I sent him the video, and he was like, what the fuck? I said, yeah, bro. I said, bro, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just start acting crazy. He was like, ain't that your homegirl? I was like, shit, nigga, I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you used to say all the time. If you had to fight one of your homeboys, clearly y'all not homeboys. So imagine if one of your homies motherfucking me pull knives on you, you know what I'm saying, and was straightening you and shit. Like, are you still gonna call him your homie? He was just like, alright, well, valid point. He like, shit, well, what the fuck happened? So I started explaining to him. And I was like, there's a lot that I didn't get to record because the bitch took my phone and threw the shit out my hand. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, pretty much gave him the same story I gave y'all. And he was just like, bro, he was like, oh, that's your fault. I said, what? Nigga, now you sound like my mama. And I don't want to talk, and I'm about to not want to talk to you neither. He was like, bro, listen, all she wanted was some dick. And he like, nigga, if it was me, I just gave her some dick and this and that and, you know, did what I had to do. And I'm like, nigga, we not the same. Because I'm not no fucking gigolo. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I mean, you was over there, you didn't really give her no money and this and that. I said, yeah, but I was doing shit around the house. You know what I'm saying? I was playing a little handyman, fixing shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Playing maid, cleaning up shit here and there. You know, I ain't interact with her too much. We weren't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, yeah, but, you know, motherfuckers still gonna have to use you for something. I said, all right, that's cool, use me for something, but you ain't getting no dick out of me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, I just would have fucked the bitch. Said, because, you know, he said, once she came here playing loud music, throwing that pussy at you, nigga, he said, if you would have just hit it and put her ass to sleep, you wouldn't have to deal with all that other shit. I said, you valid. And I tell you what, if you put 100 niggas in the lineup, all 100 of them niggas probably would have been like, shit, I fuck that bitch because she a bad bitch. I said, but nigga, that's not me. Because, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I've gotten to know her. You see what I'm saying? I've gotten to know her. This is not her first time tripping out like that. This is her first time, like, grabbing weapons and shit, but it's not her first time tripping out like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was just like, man, I don't know. The shit sound weird. I said, yeah, bro, it sound weird. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, nigga, what you want me to do? He was like, shit, fuck the bitch. All right, bro, you're not the nigga I need to be getting advice from on this topic anyways. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, but I hear you. And so, I don't know, man. Just that shit carried over. So even like today, I still adamant on getting my drug test done. So once I finally got up and this and that, got myself together, it's like, hey, mom, you know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, I still got my vehicle, but that whole broken down or whatever. So I was like, hey, mom, can you take me to get my drug test? And her response was like, I'm working. I said, yeah, I know, I can see that. But I just need to I'm trying to get my drug test done today. I don't know, maybe me and your sisters and brothers get together and try to, and like, as soon as you start talking like that, because me, nigga like me, bro, like, one thing about being hard on, like, one thing about being a stickler of, like, wanting to get shit done, bro, like, a lot of times, I'ma just get this shit done. Like I told y'all, I don't have no problem with Pat Turner and that shit. So, like, once you started talking, once it was a passive no, I kind of just walked off, dismissed myself, went and got like some walking shit on, and I came back, and I was about to leave because my mama keep her little office shit right by the front door. So like, I was walking out, I was like, man, I'll be back later today. And she's like, all right, where you going? So I'm going to take my drug test. Because at the end of the day, if I'm trying to get myself together, bro, then I don't have no reason to let, just cause I gotta walk 30 miles to go take a drug test, you know what I'm saying? If that's what I gotta do, then that's what I'm about to go do, you know? And so I'm like, I'm gonna take my drug test. So I'll be back later. She was like, all right, well, what's your plan later? I said, what you mean? She was like, what's your plan later? And I was like, I don't know. I said, I guess I don't have a plan. And she was just like, well, are you gonna come back here? Are you gonna da? Are you gonna this and that? And I was like, at that point, I got mad because I'm like, all right, bro, why the fuck do we have to sit here and talk about obvious shit? Obviously, I'm about to come back. Like, I ain't go off on her yet like that. But in my head, I'm just like, obviously, I'm going to come the fuck back. I just said I'm coming back later. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as far as it go, what are you really truly asking me? And so, like, I was just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let me grab my truck key. You know, let me grab my truck key. I'm going to just go back to my truck. Well, if that's what you want to do and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what do you want from me? Like, what the fuck do you truly want from me? Besides to get under my skin, my nigga. Because you want to sit here and make an elaborate-ass book about obvious shit. You want to talk through shit that don't really need to be explained because the shit already out in the open. Like, what do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? And so that's when I started getting sour. I started popping off. I'm like, bro, what's the fucking point? Like, what you want? You know what I'm saying? And she like, can't nobody tell you nothing, that's your problem, this and that, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to answer them. I said, why would I want to answer to somebody that ain't willing to help, that ain't helping me? You don't want to help me, you ain't willing to help me, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So, why would I sit here and try to be cordial and be nice about this shit? She like, well, you in our house.